This is our new video series. We're going to be looking at this Arctic Cat TRV 700 Special Edition. It's a 2016. And the first thing we're going to fix on it is the starter. Doesn't sound like there's many teeth left. So the starter that we'll be replacing the original one with is this niche starter. It comes with its own solenoid, and I got it on Amazon for about $115. You're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver, a 10mm wrench or ratchet, and a T30 Torx bit. So the first thing you have to do is remove the seat, which is kind of hard to do with one hand. But once you get the seat off, it's going to expose the battery so that we can remove the positive and negative cables so that we can work on the starter safely. So you're going to want to remove the negative cable first and then the positive cable second. Next, we're going to want to pull off this right-hand side plastic cover, and when we look in, that will reveal the starter. Just make note of the two ground cables that are attached there. It's important to reinstall those. So the first thing you're going to want to do is use your 10mm wrench to remove this top nut here that holds the power supply. And we'll remove that and just set it aside. Next, there's two T30 head bolts that hold the starter on. So just wedge your T30 in there and loosen it off, and then loosen the other one. And I found it was easiest just to remove them by hand. After I got them loosened, my ratchet's a little not fine-toothed. So in order to remove the starter, you're going to have to shimmy it and wiggle it back and forth and pull at the same time. And yeah, there were not many teeth. They're pretty worn down on the old starter. I also looked in the hole, and the starter gear had some chipped teeth too, so I'm going to have to change the oil soon on this. Comparing these two starters side by side, there are some differences. They're pretty much the same length. The mounting holes are in the same spot. But the positive terminal plug is in a different location, but that really shouldn't affect it at all. Also, the niche starter is significantly lighter than the OEM one, so we'll see how it holds up. So reinstalling the starter, pretty much the way you took it out, put it in. You might want to add some oil, engine oil, to that O-ring to make it slide in a little bit easier, but how you shimmied it out, you kind of need to shimmy it back in. And once you get it back into place, we're going to reinstall the mounting bolts with the T30 Torx. Now, don't be me. Make sure you don't forget to put the ground strap under each bolt, because you'll get it started and realize, crap, I have to do it again. So once you get those tightened down, you're going to want to reinstall the red cable, and make sure you tighten down the 10mm nut on top, but don't tighten it too much, as that could damage your starter by over tightening it, but it has to be tight enough to make good electrical contact. The last thing I'm going to do is push this red plastic cover back on, just in case anything was to touch this and short out. This should protect it. So once we've got all this tidied up, we're going to go back on top and we're going to reinstall the battery cables the opposite way. So we're going to put the positive one on first, and we'll install the negative one second. Those two spare cables that you might see there are actually for the winch. And right now the winch controls on the handlebars do not work, but the previous owner had wired in like another winch controller, which does seem to work with them attached. So I want to fix this so that the winch works from the handlebars. I'm also just going to give it a little bit extra tightness with a wrench. And let's try it out. Turn the bike to the on position, listen for the fuel pump, and press the green button. Yeehaw! Thanks for watching.